Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their... From 24-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Ball carriers. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
You think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Second and 6. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. And an Eagle.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
It's a gain of 7. And this is 3rd down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Is good.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
He's definitely one of the best defensive tackles in the game. He's been a Pro Bowler the last 5 years running. When you run against Fletcher Cox, good luck.
11.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 yards on the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of...
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That third down conversion good for 23. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And now look at him go. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That was a nice run, a nice game there as they head towards the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 6 on the play. And this.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the gun, it's Hurts. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D. Ford that time getting the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense at 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
At the 43-yard line.
Garoppolo on first down. Well, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Scott. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And 5 at the Niners' 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to take off with it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Is 3rd down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd down and 7. Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Deep forward, providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returning, it's Benjamin. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and that will they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Been good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Niners 21. Eagles 6. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Gain of 12.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 44, Wentz. That's complete to Jeffrey. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Bourne. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a little floater there is incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Escaping the... And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Derek Barnett. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. And let's pin it. Alert! 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 Check mic 47. Check mic 47. Go ahead.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Check it out, check it out. Watch that 21.
They'll try it now with Mostert, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Mike 57, Mike 57.
Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his second year with the Niners. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
57's Mike. Mike 57. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. All right, let's get this. Check 50. Check 50. 11, 11.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Here we go, D.
That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Is good. Makes the score Niners 28, Eagles 13.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Davion Taylor there to bring him down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Third down and 13.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Be a long day for you. 47's the mark, boy, 47. Check, check, 47. Check, 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 check. I got this. 21, 21.
Garoppolo. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, Jackson. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Eagle first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down, Eagles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Complete.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
They'll turn to Sanders. They're going to try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Deebo Samuel. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Garoppolo to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a very good return as he takes this all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your steps.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped. And I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the west.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And this one will be returned to right around the 38. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the 49ers, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Been the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even when it's pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so.